In this video I'm going to give you a brief overview of the file storage area for the files contained within your Mahara portfolio. And if you just click on Content and then click on the Files tab, and if you scroll down to Home, you can see here there's already a folder called Images, which includes these two images which have been already previously added. Well, that's my profile picture, that's been added to a page. Any files you add to a page, any images go straight into the image folder, any other files just get added to this list. You can add files straight in to this list, but bear in mind any files you put in do count towards the quota if they're used on a page or not. So if you find yourself running out of space, it's probably worth making sure that there's no files in here that you're not actually needing. So anyway, it's the same sort of upload process as uploading a file straight to a page. So if I choose a file, I'm going to go to Documents. Let's just add the Balabolka guide that I wrote, open that. As you can see, that's now on there, so I'm going to add another file, another guide that I wrote. Let's do another couple just so I can show you a few things. Let's go to Word Documents, and there's a guide to that camera, and let's add a couple of images as well. So you would just do it as you normally would. Let's go with the picture of some people using a computer, and one more of that exterior shot of Newman. And then you'll see what you end up with is just a list of files, which is how you may or may not want them. If you want to add a folder to organise them, if you click up here and you can give it a name, click Create Folder, you'll see that folder appears up there. If you hover over the icons until you get this little 4-point arrow, and then click and hold, you can then drag the file into any folder you wish. I'm going to put those two in Images, so that when you look in here you can see those three files in there. In the Images, those files. If you want to add multiple files in one go into your file area, you can, but you need to use zip files. So if I switch over to my file browser, in my work documents folder I have a thing called Mahara files. As you can see, there's 5 files in here. So what I need to do if I want to add them all in is I just send to a compressed folder, and call it whatever you want. And then you have the file, the zipped folder. You go back to Mahara, click on Upload File, and you choose a file. Let's go to Documents, Work Documents, Mahara Files, and then you can see the zip file. Click on Open there. Now you can see that's added that zip document to here, so we'll need to unzip it before we can actually use any of the files. If you click on this little icon here, come up with this screen, tells you how many files are in and how much space it needs. You just click on Unzip. You see it's done that. If you click on Home, you'll see that there is now a folder called Mahara Files with those files in it. There's not really much point having the zip file still there, so you might as well delete that. And there you go. Any files stored in your file store area count towards your total quota of space available. If you find yourself having issues with with space, it's probably worth making sure that there aren't any files in here that you need to remove or that aren't being used anywhere. Any ones can just be deleted by clicking this cross here. If you still find yourself having problems, if you click on here to go to your dashboard, there is a guide for compressing images here, which is well worth a look, as images often take up the largest proportion of a lot of people's portfolios. So, and that's that.